Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It's morning here in the Netherlands. I'm Father Adrik, and this is the watch party for episode 2 of the book of Boba Fett, which dropped actually a little bit earlier than I thought it would. Officially, these episodes are being published by Disney at 3 o'clock in the morning East Coast, so New York time, and then midnight Pacific time. However, I just checked on the Disney Plus website and it's already there. It's already waiting for us. So what I'm going to do for those of you that have been tuning in a little bit earlier, we'll just chat a little bit, wait a few minutes, and then there may be people that only expect the new episode to drop at the exact predicted time. So we will give them an opportunity to join us before we press play, and then we're going to watch the episode. So I hope you enjoyed the first episode. I definitely hope you're going to enjoy the second one. I had a blast with the first episode of Boba Fett. It was way better than I thought it would be. I've been a bit surprised by some of the negative reactions that I read on the internet, and I wonder if they didn't just basically wanted the episode to be what they wanted the episode to be. But that's not how storytelling works, you know. Someone tells you a story and then you have to try to dive into it. And what I appreciated was that there are actually a lot of hidden layers in episode 1. That's very promising for the rest of the series, because that, I think, makes it so Star Wars. You know, there's a reason to rewatch it. And if you didn't understand it the first time, or you were like taken aback by certain elements or certain choices that the writers or the director made, then that should be a reason to go back and rethink your initial impression and maybe try to figure out why they told the story the way they did. Because there is usually a reason for everything. This is such a high-profile project for Lucasfilm and for Disney. They don't leave anything to fate. They know what they're doing and they know what they want to do with this series. So for those of you that want a little bit more background information on how this first episode was constructed, now I have no background knowledge. I don't work for Lucasfilm, obviously. But I do have a lot of experience in analyzing structural elements in stories and the mythological content of the Star Wars narrative in general. And so I did an analysis on this YouTube channel, which you can find. If you just look around in the Star Wars playlist, you'll be able to find it. And it's basically a breakdown of the episode, not spoiler by spoiler or frame by frame, but the main themes. There are some very interesting biblical themes in this first episode of the Book of Boba Fett that really help you understand what they're doing, what the writers, in which direction they seem to go. And so make sure you watch that episode as well. I want to say hello to Oliver and Simon and Sound Dog and Raul, who are all tuning in from all across the world. By the way, again, I'm here in the Netherlands. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's actually exactly 9 o'clock. This is the time that the episode should drop. So if you want to watch it with me, then here's how it works. I'll do a countdown, a 5, 4, 3, etc. Then we both press play, and then you'll be able to watch the episode on your big screen or TV or whatever. And then on another device, maybe on a phone, you can watch this. I don't know on which device you're watching this, but you could also put it in a window if you're watching the episode on your computer, and then you'll be able to follow me along. Now, I will be talking during the episode. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a party. So I'm going to just give my commentary. Sometimes I'll talk over stuff. I'll miss certainly things because I'm talking over it. So don't worry about that. I will, of course, do a rewatch and do a more deep dive analysis of the second episode as well. So don't worry about that. And then there will be this timer in the corner over there. And I will start the timer at the same time I press play on the episode, so that in case there is an advertisement that pops up, especially those of you that are watching this after it aired live, sometimes there may be an ad that Google inserts. Don't worry about it. There will always be the timer running in the background, so you know exactly where I am, at what point the commentary was when the ad started. So, but hopefully no ads during the live run. We'll see. So let's go, says Sound Dog. I agree. I think we need to get going. The episode is already here on my screen, so I invite you to do the same. Open the window with Disney Plus. I will go to the play button here. Where is it? There you go. I'm hovering over the play button. Now I need to make sure I start the stopwatch or the timer at exactly the same moment. And then we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna do my countdown. Here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Disney logo. Oh, I love that opening. The hand. Dreams are back. Like all these beautiful visuals of the previous episode. And they focus here on the attack on the moisture farmers. And this is the conflict already. So the mayor doesn't want to pay tribute to Boba Fett. So it's clear that the mayor is probably behind this attack on Boba Fett. He doesn't want another potential leader to take over. And then you get more shots of that amazing rooftop chase. Very Assassin's Creed style. I loved it. Oh, by the way, feel free to post your comments during the watch party as well, because I'll be able to read those. And here's the general opening for all the Star Wars stuff on Disney. I'm very curious about the music again. Oh, beautiful shot. Pan up. This is from a different perspective to Jabba's palace and focusing down. Look at this shot. It's gorgeous. Two people heading towards the entrance, very much reminiscent of, oh, this is Return of the Jedi. This is mirroring Return of the Jedi, the opening scene. It's a prisoner, or is it? I love it. This is so identical to what we saw in Return of the Jedi, but better. Ah, she captured one of those attackers. And there are the Grimorian guards in the background. Oh, Boba wants to know who's behind the attack. The torture droid in the corner. Threatening to behead him. These Grimorian guards are very obedient. Chuta, that is an insult in Huttese, I think. The Night Order of the Night Wind. Oh, look, Assassins. Assassin's Creed. Just people in hoods. The droid is usually wrong, by the way. Oh, they've got a Rancor? Oh, they've got another one? No. Oh, is this for real? We're going to see another Rancor? Identical view of the from the cave. The gate, this is so good. I bet you there's not a Rancor, or it's a small one. He doesn't know there is no Rancor. There you go. Oh, what a disappointment. But at least he admitted it was a mouse. I love it. Remember the mouse droid in the Death Star? This is the real life inspiration for it. Oh, that was great. So he confessed it was the mayor. Of course, everybody knew on Tatooine or at least in Mos Espa, about the Rancor. Oh, look at that view. Is this CGI? This looks like a model. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is what Mos Eisley should look like if they ever redo the special effects in The New Hope. Seriously. Fantastic. This again evokes that Boba Fett is a stranger in a strange land. Everybody's observing them. They love their round tables on Tatooine. We see this temple thing, almost looks like a synagogue in the background. Or maybe it's the mayor's office. Oh, that's it. That's probably it. Yeah, they're going to see the mayor. These Gamorrean guards are much less bulky than the ones that we saw in Return of the Jedi. Oh, administration desk. Boba Fett. That hair. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is again. Okay, they're not going to listen to him, of course, obviously. This is such a trope. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. The daimyo. I think that's Japanese for leader. Oh my gosh. Look at the prosthetics. Whoa. Okay, just kills his own snitch. Is that thing on the back? Is that his translator? That's brilliant. So now he gets a reward as if he's just a regular bounty hunter. I'm not a bounty hunter. Wow, I'm not a bounty hunter. Fortuna is not my employer. Ooh, tense. Oh wow, he puts himself above the law. Who? Interesting. Huh. Mokshais. I wonder if that's a... I wonder if he's CGI or not. I think it's a puppet. Sanctuary. Look at that camera shot. You know, like a dolly shot like that. It was a little gonk baby in the background. That was awesome. Oh, there's Rex again. Face tattoos. There's Max Rebo. Still playing. Oh, this is such an amazing set. I'm glad that they use it all the time. It was probably pretty expensive to build. We get to see some recurring characters. I love that. Okay, Here it comes. Which twins? Who are those twins? Uh-oh. Something is coming. What's going to happen? They're heightening the tension. Oh, look at all those aliens at the bar. It looks perfect. Okay, so something is going on outside. Maybe it's these twins that were just mentioned? I wonder who those are. Oh, that's such a pharaoh. Another 2 huts. Oh, oh, so cool. And they ride in just like a pharaoh, you know? Oh my lord, this is so cool. They even have the snack bowl to eat a frog when you get hungry. Oh my word. They've got face tattoos. And it's a couple. Well, no, a couple, twins. Male, female. They must be family. They must be Jabba's cousins or something. Oh no. Oh, a poor mouse. Or whatever it is. Oh, he uses the mouse to wipe his forehead? like a handkerchief? Whoa, cool. A rogue Wookiee. Man, that's a cool Wookiee. Gladiators. Oh, wow. Sister. You have a sister. I love it that these slugs clearly suffer from the heat because they're slugs. That's why Jabba's always inside. I love it how these carriers are just like, oh, this is heavy. Bloodshed is bad for business. They clearly have expanded the language of the Hutts. You know, the Huttese has much more vocabulary in this episode. They must have put some language experts on it. Look at that. This is so, again, confirming what I already said for the first episode. Mos Espa is like the Star Wars version of Egypt. And the Hutts are the slave drivers. They are Pharaoh. And I think Boba Fett is going to be a Moses figure who will have to somehow defeat this Pharaoh. Maybe we'll see the Red Sea part. Who knows? So apparently the Hutts have special protection? You can't kill them like that? The Hutts have been very influential in Mos Espa for hundreds of years. They actually were the source of all the wealth of Mos Espa because they were slave drivers and they brought in a lot of economy through, you know, illegal means, of course. We got back to the Bacta tank. This is another flashback sequence. We know that this is going to be important to flesh out his character, as it were. See more sand people. But this time they are working as farmers. Oh, in the background, Boba Fett is being taught fighting techniques with the, what is it, gaffy stick? Ah yeah, he's being initiated. And then some other ones are digging in the ground to find those water pods. Listen up, you! And he's using a wooden, like this is a practice gaffy stick. It's not a real one. I love it. Just like wooden swords. Wow, okay. Get it. So this is still in the early phase where he has just befriended the Sand People. But he's slowly getting to be a part of them. He's embracing their culture, their fighting styles. Oh, this is pretty good. They make these sticks look so much more dangerous than what we saw in A New Hope. There we've got these creepy dogs again, scratching themselves. The details are really good. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a small critter. There always has to be the the whooping. That's how they feed the dogs. So what we just saw, oh, it's digging? Uh-oh. Crate dragon? Oh, look in the distance. Something is approaching. Or is it a sail barge? Something is coming. Could it be a crate dragon? No, they would run. A few guns are not going to help against the crate dragon. This is something else. This looks like a train? Oh. Poor Banta doesn't want to go. Oh, that looks like a train. What is that? It is a train. Oh! Oh no, they just killed a Bantha. Whoa! Now this is a Western. Every Western has a train sequence. I never thought we would see it on Tatooine. Doesn't make sense. Where are the rails? Oh boy, wow. Oh, that is so cool. So apparently there are guards on the train probably to protect its contents. We've seen a train before, by the way, in Solo. But then it was a train on rails, you know, in the mountains. The same thing, the train was carrying treasure or valuable stuff, and then it had to be protected. So this is not an attack on the Tusken Raiders as such. It's just people defending the cargo in the train. But look at what they did. They're super powerful. And then, well, we get to see the mourning of the Sand People. And again, Boba Fett is helping with the funeral, which means they trust him. He's one of them now. Get another burning sequence, just like we saw Luke do in front of the Sandcrawler in A New Hope. Obviously, you don't want to dig graves in the ground when there are crate dragons around. And other critters that feed off people and also off corpses. So this is more, let's say, cultural, more you know, shows more respect for the dead to just burn them so they don't get eaten. That's my theory. Oh, I got some dark sand speeders. They don't carry lights, so they're up to no good. All right, what's happening here? Hey, he's using sign language. The long speeder. He uses the word train, and they call it long speeder. So now it's canon. There are trains in the Star Wars universe. All the train fans are going to be so happy with that. Okay, so he's going to figure out what's going on. So the next town probably will be a station, like a train station. Those are probably the guards that were on the train. And then we get introduced to some locals, probably, that are not happy with these military. Yeah, that's it. Video games. So there are also video games in the Star Wars universe. Uh-oh. He's just stealing the snacks and the drink. How rude. Yeah, this is not going to end well. They almost look like motor devils, you know, motorcycle devils. Uh-oh, he understands English. Bad idea. What is not right? Uh-oh. Oh, wow, these guys are intimidating. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, Boba is here. Stop it, guys. This is a mirroring the opening scene of The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 1. Same situation, a bar, the hero enters. Instead of the Mandalorian, it is now Boba Fett without his armor. But same, this again, Star Wars poetry. How cool is this? Oh, and of course now he knows how to fight. He can use multiple techniques now. Whoa, vicious. Okay, that's no good. Let's take the stick. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute, Disney? Parents, shield your children's eyes. Wow, that was some fierce fighting. I need another drink. Oh, I like this Boba. I really like this Boba Fett. Look at that, he just walks away. Yeah. He's not going to apologize. Oh, motorbikes. I told you, this is like it's a motor gang. Motorcycle gang. These are not actually the guys on the train, which I thought. Maybe this is a group of those robbers? Now he's got a ride. Oh, we needed to have that. Oh, you guys just plain out going to steal all the motorbikes. You know, this could also be a nod to the Terminator. You know, the scene where he enters the bar and he beats up these motorcycle guys and then steals the motorbike. I bet you that that's part of the fun here. They know what they're doing. They try to give a nod to Hollywood with this. Oh, they have the same visors like we saw in The Empire Strikes Back, and Luke uses them also on Tatooine to spot the Tusken Raiders. All right. Since he has their motorbikes, well, the gang can't do anything anymore. Special effects are subtle but so good. Like the floating and him stepping down of the motorbike. It's, wow. I love that sign language. A gift to you. They're breaking it down. No, dudes. Oh my. Oh, now he's going to teach them. cool. Ah. I think this is the first time in the Star Wars universe that we see sign language, which I think is also a statement, like a meta statement. You can communicate with each other even though you can't really speak each other's language. I think it's cooler than Klingon. Don't tell the Trekkies. This is going to be hilarious. I already know. They're looking at him as like, sure. Oh, this is great. This is precious. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I somehow saw that coming. Oh, wow, this episode, by the way, is an hour long, I just saw. Look at that shot. This is just awesome. Oh, wow. Oh, there's the Tuscan kid. Ah, he needs to blind the driver, the train driver probably. Oh, wow, look at that. Training, they're doing stunt training. This is amazing. And again, what a beautiful homage to the Western movies where there's always this train heist. You know, it's kind of one of those tropes. Ah, it worked. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, classic training sequence, but it works so well. Oh, did you see that the transition? Very Star Warsy, like the fade in, fade out, or it's not fade in, slide in, slide out. The fighting style has a bit of a Tai Chi type of vibe to it. Oh, the other kids are also using sticks or walking sticks. You also see that they're kind of a bit like farmers. They're nomads, of course. And apparently there's a constant like roster of people that need to find those water pods because, of course, for sand people, water is also essential. Oh, wow. Oh, that was cool. This fighting style is, we've never seen that before. And it kind of matches what we see in A New Hope, but it expands upon it. It makes it very convincing to me. Another thing at the horizon. Oh, another train probably. What? I wonder what's going to be on the train. What can be so precious that it needs to be defended this heavily? Those banthas are amazing. You know, for the first movie, they used elephants, and they dressed them in, like, heavy covers. This, to me, looks more like a mechanical bantha, because it's not walking, and then from a distance, it's probably CGI. But very well done, I have to say. Oh, look at that. Mad Max. There's the train. Oh, that is so cool. The sound is also, the sound design, fantastic. There we go again. Every sound effect you hear has been added later on, and it's so convincing. You hear the metal sliding of the windows. Oh gosh, even more casualties. Poor banthas. Oh wow! Oh man, that is amazing. And the kid is going to save the day. He's going to be the hero of the series. There you go. Oh, it's a sign or a signal? A train is coming, okay. Ah, they have multiple posts to intercept the train? Whoa, they're good shots. Wow, man, these guys are good at sniping. Excellent. Oh, this is so good. Oh, check that out, man. Oh, no. Jabba has to probably also jump on the train. And then, of course, you get a fight on top of the train. I bet you. Just like in Solo. And in any other Western movie. Is he going to save the sand trooper? The Tusken Raider? Oh, man, his motorbike is failing. Come on, jump! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, my God. Wow. Yep, they're on top of the train. And then, of course, someone is going to walk up to the roof. There you go. Classic. This is so good. Whoa! Those sticks are amazing. Especially on top of a train. Oh no. So cool. I was wondering how they would find cover on top of the train. This is amazing. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Awesome, look at that. It's a droid running the train. Oh, this is amazing. Check that out. Oh, this is so good. Wow. Oh, best TV action scene so far in the Star Wars universe. My word. So good. That music, you know. That chase music, it's got power and punch. Oh, I love this dude. This is like a super upgraded version of Rex on Star Tours. Watch out! Oh no! Oh, he's gonna press! A train with nitro. Check that out. Look at all those banthas. Are those banthas? Yes, they are. So, actually, there are many banthas. I was already wondering if they shot so many banthas, how they're going to get their rides. But apparently they're in good supply here in this part of Tatooine. Oh man, the fighting is just out of this world. And he's constantly rerouting energy. Again, he's going to use the nitro. Whoa. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh, ouch. Ouch. How did they film this? Like the blend between live action and CGI is fantastic. Stop the train. No, he jumps out. Oh, coward. That was awesome. And now he has got to stop the train, but then the engine fails. This is all familiar tropes. Engine overheating. This ship is going to blow. He's got to hit the brakes. Somehow. And then he uses his stick as a lever. I hope the wood is strong enough. Normally that would probably snap off. Uh-oh. Yeah, the core is overheating. Ah, there we are. Hey! See that motor? Those actually look pretty similar to the ones that are used during pod racing. You know, these rocket engines. And there, the train is off track. Well, at least what kept them afloat stopped working. And now it's time to look at the goodies. Oh, it was a weapons transport. Weapons and fuel. Why am I not surprised? And they took prisoners. And now it's time for the leader to talk to the other leader. Look, they've got like their face masks or whatever covers mimic their physiognomy. That's pretty well done. Have we seen these aliens before? Look at the movement of the face. That looked a bit like a Star Trek uniform. You see that? The bad guys are Trekkies. So they're also carrying spies. So weapons, fuel, and drugs. Oh, tariffs. Wow. Tusken Raiders as Native Americans. Impressive. Single file. And the Tuskens are now going to protect them. A black melon. That's how these pods are called, black melons. We got a lot of stuff canonized here in these episodes. Like, there are now melons also in the Star Wars universe. This was great. So, again, this is, water. Tons of water. More precious than gold on Tatooine. So this is how he gets one faction after another to join him, because now this syndicate and the people that work, or the people that these creatures that work for the syndicate, they're now being protected by the real owners of the land, the Tusken Raiders. Now we get some culture. Since the ocean's dried, we've stayed hidden. So there are various tribes. And some are violent and some are not. You are warriors. Yeah, so he's going to give them a boost in self-confidence. The off-worlders have machines. You have knowledge. Knowledge is power. You are a good guide. What is he giving him? This gift will guide you. It's a lizard. How's that going to help him? Oh no! Ew! Oh! Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan, anyone? It will guide you from inside your head. Oh, whoa. Okay, that was cool and creepy. Mostly cool. So apparently this is a big deal. Imagine a lizard in your head like that. Just nesting itself inside your brains. Ew. Ah, wow. Did you see that? He gets his armor and then it has no armor. But this is the old Boba because he's still wearing the white jumpsuit underneath. Later on in these episodes, he will wear black. A tree. This is symbolic. It's a dry tree. Eyes are shining. Is he gonna climb it? Oh, the tree is alive. This may be what's happening inside his brain, you know, like all the connections in your brain. Oh, this reminds him of the tentacles inside the Sarlacc. Oh, it's another trauma dream. The mask, this is his biggest trauma. You know, his father dying or getting killed by the Jedi. Oh, we get more exclusive footage. Oh! So cool. I love that they bring this footage from the original actor back, the original Boba Fett, and he's breaking his bonds. He's also breaking his trauma. Water, symbol of baptism, rebirth. You know what? Watch my analysis of the religious themes in episode 1. It's coming back here again. Ah, this is so good. This series is so good. Another man at the horizon. This is the third time that we see something approaching. We need to figure out who it is. Well, it is, of course, Boba. Again, the kid Tusken Raider. So apparently this was like an initiation rite similar to the descent of Luke Skywalker in the tree on Dagobah. He needed to break free from the bonds of trauma, from his whatever kept him a prisoner, Sarlacc pits, tree branches, and he needs to find a new place to thrive because the tree was dead, so it couldn't keep him back anymore. Now he is the tree. He will find life with these people on this planet. So symbolic, so strong. Oh wow, so the insect actually gets out. So the insect was... I wish he was part of the dream. Show me the branch. So he has a token of his dream. It wasn't a dream, it was real. Or at least, you know, mixed reality. Are they going to make a stick out of that? That would be awesome. So I thought the lizard was just going to give him like super senses so he could, you know, easily navigate on Tatooine. But this was different guidance. This was guidance on the, you know, to the inside. Oh, initiation, baptism. This is baptism. You're free of your bonds, rebirth, water, a new cloth. It's not white like in the baptism liturgy, but it's black and it looks like a fighting costume, like a samurai or whatever. Or no, ordination. Ordination, this is like a monk or a priest. And this looked like a stole, but instead it's just going to cover his hands, just like in the old Tridentine rites. You would also have these bandages or these like maniples. Yeah, there you go. This is his liturgical dress. He is now initiated. Awesome! Oh! this is so good. That was totally an ordination or consecration ritual. I never expected this series to have such strong, religious background tissue. It really sets it apart from The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian, but this is the old painting, Ralph McQuarrie. Exactly. This is a recreation of the McQuarrie, one of the first McQuarrie paintings that he made of the Tusken Raiders. Same background. Oh, best ever. Anyone from Lucasfilm is watching this. You guys are the best. Oh, wow. I can't believe what they do with this series. It's so good. Yes, I told you so. It's going to be his weapon. It's going to be his stick. Part of the initiation rite. It's like a bishop receiving his staff after the ordination. And it's wonderful. So that whatever kept him a prisoner in the past now becomes his strength for the future. How symbolic is that? All his experience. And apparently this is a tree, a special tree, that the lizard knew how to find. And that tree is strong enough to create a formidable weapon. And he has to make it himself. That's also part of, this is also like the wand ceremony in Harry Potter. Where Harry needs to find the wand that is specifically for him. This is it. This is the Tusken Raider equivalent of Harry Potter receiving his wand. And he's got his weapon. Amazing. Amazing. Brilliant episode. Oh, wow. Showing his staff to the others. And now we've got a ritual fight. It's not a real one. This is just ritualization of the fighting. This is like a dance. Again, Tusken Raiders are the Star Wars equivalent of Native Americans. And the dance is based on fighting as well. I know that some Star Wars fans are going to complain about this, that it's silly and everything, but I think this is brilliant. Because it shows you also kind of the reason, the meaning of these rituals. They don't explain anything, but you get it immediately. He now, through this dance, becomes a warrior. You hear the rhythm, it's like upping the adrenaline. And this also reminds me of the Maori, the ritual dancing that you see a lot in New Zealand, Australia. Oh, wow! Oh, and now we get that beautiful artwork that I want to have on my walls everywhere in the house. Created by Jon Favreau. Who directed this one? Those two huts are amazing. Dave Filoni, of course. Robert Rodriguez is executive producer. I didn't know that. He directed the first episode. He's one of my favorite directors. Temuera Morrison was fantastic in this episode. Ming-Na Wen had a very small role. Definitely supporting cast. Oh, that train. Yeah, that's definitely one of those same rockets that you see in the pod races. Doc Chiang did production design. He's been with Star Wars since forever, of course. He's amazing. He's a fantastic artist. Göransson. Wow, that artwork is so cool. And the lizard, we've seen other creatures in Star Wars, especially in Solo. This episode takes some ideas from the Solo movie and reintegrates it here. In Solo, of course, you've got also that scene of that big globby monster that reads your mind and has psychic powers. So in a certain way, this lizard, similar, it goes into your brain, it guides you to the tree, but there's also like an in-world explanation because, of course, this lizard probably feeds up that tree or something like that, and then just, you know, guides other creatures towards the tree because it's so small, so it can't walk great distances. So it needs a host creature to guide him to a tree like that. So it's all so well thought out. There's so much in. They must have been thinking for years about this movie, and maybe they integrated stuff from existing, you know, not fantastic beasts, but like imaginary animals, and that's something I like about Star Wars is that a lot of the creatures, they always have like almost you could probably do a nature documentary about animals in Star Wars, because they always give it a lot of thought. There's an animal never just looks the way it looks. They always did some thinking on why, like for instance the creature with the two sets of arms. I explained that in my analysis on YouTube, which you should watch, by the way. That it probably has 4 arms because of the way it hunts. You know, it buries under the sand, and then you know, you need to heighten your chances. Oh boy, wow, that was so cool. All right, now I want to know, of course, what you thought. Am I the only one who's like totally geeking out here, nerding out? This was fantastic. All right, so we've got a number of people in the chat room. Right now, stop and type in the comments right now your first impression without looking at other reviews. And, you know, oftentimes when we watch too much negativity, we start to alter our own impression. But what did you feel when you saw this episode? Just in a few words. Write it down for posterity. Oh. Some people came in late. Don't worry, you can always go back to the beginning of this stream and sync up with me while we start the episode. There's a timer in the corner, which I will now stop. And you'll be able to sync with me and watch my commentary after the fact. Maybe actually that's a better idea. You first watch the episode yourself. I don't know if you want me talking constantly through the dialogue. MGA also said, just finished watching the latest episode and wow, that final dance took my breath away. I am so with you. That final dance, brilliant. Brilliant. The shaman of the Tuscans. Alrighty. Hello, Alex. Veronica, Jabba fed the more. That's true. Jabba definitely fed his rancors quite a bit. Scumdog says, I don't understand why people are complaining about this show. It's freaking incredible. Yes, it is freaking incredible. I've some people that continue to poo-poo this series. I would dare to say they are so they have the wrong glasses on, you know. If you only look for what's wrong, you won't find the good. If you look for what's good and amazing and you kind of let go of your first initial addiction to negativity, you'll actually see the brilliance of this and enjoy it. In order to enjoy Star Wars to its full extent, you need to be like a child. And yes, of course, I'm not against criticism, I'm not against analysis, but if you start with preconceived negativity, you know, this is going to suck, it is going to suck. That's just the way your brain works. So, but I cannot see how this series cannot win back the heart of even the most dire critics. This was brilliant. Genuinely brilliant. If you don't understand why this is brilliant, you don't understand Star Wars. That would be my point. Greetings from San Francisco. Oliver is still up. Wow, it's past midnight. But this is a great way to end your day, right? Good morning to you all. And Raul says, I can catch it later. Enjoy. Yeah, for some of you, it's past your bedtime, so I understand totally. Let's see, some other... Veronica says, another good episode. Scumdog says, this show is epic. Oliver says, it's amazing. Reminds me of Dancing with Wolves. Yes. Yes, exactly. And I love it because, of course, it's American culture, North American culture. That, of course, is also where Star Wars, emerged. So it's normal for the show to bring in these kind of more local cultural elements to the story. On the other hand, we've all seen Western movies, so we kind of internationally we speak that language as well. We know the fate of the original inhabitants of America, and their hardship throughout the ages, and so to see that reflected, but also in a certain way, this episode is processing it. It is telling us, it's giving us back something from history, like this is how you should treat the Native Americans, and in this case the Tusken Raiders. They have ancestral claims on the land. We should respect that. Think of all the political debate about pipelines going through, putting economy above culture, above history, reinforcing that idea that people are just there, the natives are just there to be exploited. So there's a lot to this episode, which also has relevance for our political debates, our economic choices. And that's what good science fiction or good fantasy is supposed to do. It's supposed to show you a mirror image of your own situation in your own country and culture, but in a different world that helps you to kind of step out your own reality, because sometimes we're too close to our problems to really understand what's going on. You step away from it. In a Star Wars world, where it's kind of safe to explore alternatives, you discover that, wait a minute, there are other ways to handle the things that we're facing in real life. And so you return to the real world instructed and hopefully wiser than you were before. That's why stories are so important. That's what happens when people go to church on Sunday. It's not just because they have nothing to do on Sunday morning. No, it's the same thing. You step into a different world. You have all these rituals, similar to what you see here in this episode. So all that is meant to help you step away from your current life. You immerse yourself in a 1,000-year-old tradition, and then you learn. We read stories. We think together. Homily is nothing than that. I just share my thoughts. What does this story mean? How can I decipher what it means for me? How can I apply it to my regular life? And then after Mass, I return into my regular life with a mission. That's where the word Mass comes from. I've got a mission to change this world based on what I learned in the story. That is why Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises, because the storytelling comes first. And it's always a story with a meaning. These are fairy tales in a certain way, in the sense that culturally fairy tales wanted to instruct, these were moral stories. Star Wars is very much a moral story, and to a certain extent also a religious story. Not that it wants to found a religion, but it has the same function that religion has throughout culture. I'm not just talking about my religion, but in general. It wants to help you change the world and live intentionally, being aware and having empathy and compassion with the people around you. This is all about, one of the main themes, George Lucas himself says it so, in Star Wars, is compassion. And you see that here in the character of Boba Fett. He is the hero of the story, but he's a hero because he has compassion with these Tusken Raiders. He identifies with their plight and with their culture, because he too has been an outcast. He too has been used by the Hutts. He understands from the inside how that feels, and that you need to resist that, you need to fight that, and you need to claim your own right to be there in the world. That is the message of Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett. How more powerful do you want to have it? Okay, I'm getting excited. Oh, we've got someone tuning in from Pikes in Australia. Thank you so much. Congratulations. because there's also a lot of the Australian and New Zealand culture that is also has its place here, and it's well integrated in the story. I love it. We did see sign language in The Mandalorians before when Mando was communicating with the Sand People. Thank you for reminding me of that. That is true. But I like it that they continue to use it here as well. Veronica's from San Francisco. Very cool. I'm so honored that you guys are still up to watch this. Guys and girls, of course. I should use inclusive language. Do you think we will get a Lego train set now? You bet. And guess who's going to buy it? Now, of course, this is perfect for toys. I didn't even think of that. It's 3 a.m. in Texas. Y'all should go to bed. Oh, wow, this was such a great episode. Can't wait for more. Well, I totally agree with you. I can't sleep, says Oliver, after watching this masterpiece. You say it. You say it the way it is. This was a masterpiece. I have no hesitation to say that this was one of the best Star Wars TV episodes ever that I've watched. And because this is quintessential Star Wars, the execution was flawless. Everything was fantastic. Okay, I'm going to save this, by the way, for my non-spoiler review. I think what I'm going to do, by the way, is in order to be more right there with the review, instead of doing two separate videos, one spoiler-free, one spoiler-filled, I'm going to do a combination of both. I will start spoiler-free, and then at one point I'm just going to say, from now on, I'm going to talk spoilers. So I've got one video. I think that's much better and much easier for people to find, because my previous analysis that I posted yesterday, nobody watches it, because it basically took me a week to produce it. Margot says, I don't even have Disney Plus, just woke up super early and tuned in to hang out with everyone. Well, glad to see you here in the chat. It's worth getting Disney Plus for this episode. Lucas was a fan of Joseph Campbell, who was a folklorist. Yes, well, definitely Joseph Campbell is all over this episode. Garnet is watching from Canada. Hello, Canada. Also late over there. And another Canadian here too. Was planning to go to bed after this episode, but now I'm too excited to sleep.
Clear your mind of thoughts. Focus on the here and now. Turn off your screens.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You have sweet dreams after an episode like this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for this watch party. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've been watching this afterwards by syncing, I hope that worked for you. Let me know if you have any technical feedback on how I record this, if you want me to make any changes, if there's something with the sound or a video that could be improved, just let me know. I'm here for you. Let's take rendezvous for the next episode. I will take a look. I will ask around if when this episode was posted, because it was already online before the announced time. So maybe we can do this even earlier, so it will be easier for those of you on the East Coast to join the watch party. But thankfully, you can always sync this up later. Help other people, or other Star Wars fans, to find this watch party, because I think I had a lot to say, which really can help people enjoy the episode even more, because oh my gosh, I'm just bubbling with excitement and I can't wait to write a full review and then record that later today. I'm going to take a break, take a cup of coffee, start to wake up. It's still morning here in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe and to like the channel and the video and leave a comment, and I'll definitely respond and continue the conversation in the comments about this amazing episode. May the Force be with you. Sweet dreams if you still need to go to bed. And thank you for joining the community. I'm Father Roderick signing off.